Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow patriots, my brothers and sisters, and greetings to my opposition, my foes. You've got to have them there too. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, comments, opposing thoughts, questions. Try to get back to you as soon as I can. It's a beautiful morning here in the Catalina Mountains, north of Tucson, Arizona. And so I want to kind of recap on some of the things we've been discussing regarding abortion and pro-choice. You know, I remember, and let me first interject to say here, I'm in no way, shape, or form a public speaker. It takes a lot of courage for me to put these videos. And I was working on my bachelor's degree. I ended up taking a public speaking course. It was quite comical. Not only where I was concerned, but where others would have to stand up in the class and give a little speech about a particular subject or topic that they had selected. A lot of laughs in class. Nevertheless, I do remember this formula, this basic process that you use when you're speaking in public. And the professor simply said, here's what you do. You tell them what you're going to tell them. Then you tell them. Then you tell them what you've told them. So at least I try to adhere to that piece of advice from my professor. So we've talked about abortion and pro-choice. I've told you that's what we're going to talk about. Then we talk about it. And then I talk about what we've talked about. I hope with that formula, you're getting the message of what I'm trying to convey. Nevertheless, let's recap. I told you I was pro-choice. I believe all of the Bill of Rights, all of our rights to life, that bug keeps bugging me, our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and all of the Bill of Rights are based on our choices. Now we know that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which we said a better translation of pursuit of happiness is to understand the alternatives to our choices regarding life and liberty. Because there's choices and then there's alternatives to our choices. And so those things are endowed by our Creator. They do not come by a political process. In no way, shape, or form do they come by a political party, a political process, a Supreme Court decision, or anything that has to do with a government entity. That's the first thing we want to establish. Life, liberty, and the alternatives to our choices are simply endowed by our Creator, and they function, they operate according to the laws of nature and nature's God. There is no president, no vice president, no king, no monarch, no tyrant, no dictator, no government entity, let me stress that, gives us life, liberty, and the choices that we make concerning what we pursue in life. Those do not come by earthly domain. They are divinely given by our Creator. They are intrinsic. We're born with it. It's in our DNA. It's our birthright. Likewise, the Bill of Rights are a further explanation of what life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is all about. It's just a further explanation. The Bill of Rights don't give you your rights. Your Creator gave you your rights. And all the Bill of Rights do is further explain those rights endowed by your Creator. It's not rocket science. It's not some high caliber concept of physics. It's a birthright. It's who we are. It's what we possess, what we're born with. So, as I said, I'm pro-choice. You can embrace life or you can commit suicide. It's your choice. But remember, whatever choice you make, there's both consequences and rewards. You choose life and liberty. If you choose to pursue happiness, you can receive many rewards in life. You can be rewarded time after time after time again based on the correct choices that you make. The right choices to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness can cause you to be a recipient to wonderful rewards. But if you choose to commit suicide, there's consequences. If you choose to forfeit your liberty given to you by your Creator, there's consequences. If you choose not to pursue happiness and look at all the alternatives to your choices that can reward you, but if you choose to forfeit that, there's consequences. But remember, the very foundation of all of this is laid out in the beginning of the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident. We hold these truths to be self-evident. They did not say we hold this propaganda. We hold lies to be self-evident. We hold propaganda to be self-evident. We hold deception to be self-evident. No, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all humanity, humanity, are created equal. We all have the same access by the same process of the law of reproduction. There is not a human being on the face of the earth, in the sea of humanity, globally speaking, there is not one human being that did not come by the same process. What is that process? It's the law of reproduction. A man's sperm unites with a woman's egg. There's a conception, there is a pregnancy, there's a developmental process. 9 months later, you have a birthday. It's that simple, friends. But here's the problem. And I've already spoke about this, but we're repeating it. Here's the problem. Abortion. Once the sperm unites with the egg, there's a conception, there's a pregnancy. And that pregnancy is aborted on a whim, just because it's my body, I have a right. If that is the path that you choose to walk, there are no rewards. There's only consequences. There are no rewards to abort life, and it's again totally against the very foundations of truth. Remember that little sentence in the preamble to the Constitution? To ensure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, future generations, future children. How can the future generations be ensured the blessings of liberty as we have if we abort their life, if we cut their life short, if we kill them in the womb? How can they be ensured the blessings of liberty? See, it's not even common sense. The man, they want to enjoy the blessings of liberty. They try to take advantage of the blessings of liberty every single solitary day. But just because they enjoyed a moment of pleasure sexually and then decided, well, I really don't want this pregnancy. It's my body. It's my choice. So let's just kill it. That's not how it works. That's murder. That's outright murder. How did you get here? Talking to the men and the women, how did you get here? By the same law of reproduction that you're being asked to follow as far as a future generation. It's the law of reproduction. It works the same way with every human being, whether it be conception by sex or by artificial insemination. It still works the same way. The sperm has to unite with the egg, causing a conception, causing a pregnancy, causing a 9-month developmental process. What's so hard to understand about that? If it's your body and it's your choice, then how come if you don't abort the child in 9 months, another body comes forth? Explain that. Repeat that. If it's your body and your choice, then how come if you leave that conception alone and that pregnancy alone, in 9 months, another human body will come out of that woman's womb? So is it still your body? Folks, they've argued themselves in a corner. They've literally painted himself in a corner. There's no truth to it. There's absolutely no truth to their ideology, their philosophy. It's outright murder. Answer me this. How come when a pregnant woman is murdered and she's pregnant, they call it a double homicide? Really? You think there's two people there? You can't get a double homicide without the recognition of two individuals. Please consider these things. Share this video. Subscribe to these videos. And whatever you do, protect your life, your liberty, and your pursuit of happiness. And until next time, God bless.